We are back. We are back. I think we are good. Make sure we're good on YouTube before we get started. Make sure we're good. Hello, hello. Make sure we're good. Hello, hello. We're good. Music is still a little loud. We're going to cut that down. Music is still pretty loud. Dude, how low do we have to get it? I still want a little bit of menu music. Let's go with 45. Loud. So we have we are starting a new chapter here. I know I showed the roster at the end of the last stream. Didn't stream yesterday, not gonna stream on Sunday. Just gonna try to take a day off, spend that with family. So just try to spend time with people. Yeah, so alright, so the roster. Tachan Chapman. Tachan Chapman, elite deep threat receiver. Elite deep threat receiver. Al Robinson Curry, a very good D tackle. Got a solid center. Jacarius Clayton, transfer from Ole Miss, is a very good defensive lineman, especially Sun Belt. Like, we're really, really good Sun Belt. A really, really good Sun Belt team. Caleb Clark Glover, CCG. Very good corner, very good speed. He is listed as a slot corner. Then you got Fernando Mendoza, Ashton Helflin. Fernando Mendoza is a transfer from Cal, I think. I think he's Cal. I mean, I know he's a real person. So let's look him up. Cal. Fernando Mendoza. Yes. He is from Cal. So, get the transfer from Cal. He's very cool. Now, this is the same file. Remember, we went from FIU to Marshall. So, this is still the same file. We will go look at FIU's roster. And Cohen, what's up, by the way? Glad you're here, man. So Keon is still there. He's a senior. I don't know that we put them on the roster. BB is still there. Javon Simpkins, Javon Slade. So Slade went up a good bit. If we could have got this job, if we could have got that job, Mike Jackson is the top guy there. I mean, he went up a good bit. That first year, Eric McDaniel is nice. 76 freshman. So, I don't know. BB was up. I mean, he was trying to leave because of the playing style, but I guess he didn't. But they look solid. I left them with a good crop of guys. They have a solid amount of guys. Tucker McKissick's gonna be the starting tight end. We will try to keep up with them to an extent. Maybe like halfway through the year, we'll go look and see what they're looking like. Oh yeah, man! I had to bring them in. I had to bring them in because I didn't know how long we would be there. But yeah, man, they look like they developed a pretty good squad. They got a pretty good Conference USA team. I mean, a very good conference, a very good team for Conference USA. Let me cut this down. I need to just manage the stream on my right here. So yeah, man, I think so we got Josiah Taylor. They did not do anything to move a guy inside. They should have moved one of these guys, Bueno or Weaver, Atavius Weaver. That would have been a good one to move in. They got some solid, very solid players for Conference USA. The offensive line did need a retool. I got them quite a few freshman offensive linemen. So they got enough. Davis actually turned into a pretty decent tackle. But yeah, man, FIU, but this is the same file. So this is the same file. We just moved on to Marshall to be the head coach. I don't really know where we're gonna go from here. So we got Mendoza Majette is the freshman, 92, sophomore, 92 speed. And what I'm probably going to do with Majette. Now, I really like him, so I'm going to probably hold on to him and bring him into his sophomore year. He only has normal development. So I have Winfield that I got from Louisiana. If you're watching last stream, we signed quite a few out of the portal. That's really what we had to do. We signed 2 quarterbacks out of the portal. And now Winfield really is more of what I would want as in a quarterback. He's got good size at 6'1", 221. He can run. He's a little bit faster than Mendoza. But Mendoza is solid. Like, he's going to be able to do everything that we can do. But I'm going to redshirt Isaiah Majette. I think he'll be really good. I plan on being at Marshall for a couple of years, unless something just great opens up, like an SEC job that's not Vanderbilt, or a Big Ten job that's not like bottom of the barrel, like teams that I could beat with this team. I'm not going to. They won't be in the running to get our coaching services. I'm not sure how I feel about Quentin Edwards. Don't know why he's number 89 at running back. We probably will use him some, but I like AJ Turner's stats a little bit more. And he's only a 74. We got Jamie Walters and Zach Cook. But I do like our starting tailback. He kind of reminds me of Shamari Lawrence. Got a good break tackle, good truck. Like, he's solid. He's got some solid stats there. Marcel Williams, a sophomore, pretty solid guy. He's listed as a deep threat, but he only has 88 speed, but he does have a 98 excel. So you got that. Zeke Craig, he's another deep threat guy, but not a lot of speed. But he doesn't have the excel that Marcel Williams has. I hope he cooks, but I'm not sure. T'Chon Chapman is going to be the guy. He is going to be the guy. He'll predominantly play slot. For us, Kylish Hicks, he's a transfer from Old Dominion. I'm pretty sure it's Old. He's a real player too, so I can look him up. I need to keep track of this. I know he's a transfer from UConn. So he's a transfer from UConn. So we got him in from UConn. He's going to be the 4th guy. Didn't really know what his ratings would be. He ends up being a senior. I knew he was going to be a senior this year, but I did not know that he would be a low-rated senior. I mean, that's fine. These guys still... I worry that I'm going to... if Thomas McCoy doesn't develop, I like him as a player. If he doesn't develop, I worry that we're going to over-recruit him or recruit over him. Tight ends, Toby Payne, very solid tight end. Tracy Stevens, the second tight end. He's not overly great. I usually like a tight end with a little bit more speed, even a little bit more speed than what Payne has. But he can really catch it. Stevens is more of a fullback, honestly. He can't really catch it either. But Steinfeld is really good. He's got a 90 catch, so that's solid. Offensive line, I feel really comfortable with the offensive line. We moved some guys around and shifted some guys around, and I think we have a good solid group. We're gonna have to get some depth up front because we are losing three senior starters, so we're gonna have to recruit some depth pretty quick. And that's the thing. This year can't really be a quality year. Like, we're gonna take quality players, but we got to get depth because these guys are not gonna cut it. I mean, they're just not gonna. They're not gonna do it. We do have some solid depth for this year, but now next year we're gonna have to recruit some guys. We got to get a bunch of guys in, and we are a 2-star, so we should be able to get some guys in. We got 2 defensive tackles. Iman Smalls, can't remember where he transferred from, but he's a transfer that we got. Vernon Teague. I imagine JMU is on the schedule. I don't know how good they are. We will do a little conference preview before we get into the game. Justice Mixon, Chasen Clark, Ashton Helflin, Leon Hart, Jay Devy. So I feel like Jay Devy was the guy that we were looking at FIU. Like, I really do. I know there's one guy that I tried to get. He's a safety, and he plays here at Marshall. So it all goes in a circle, really. Got a really good corner group. Shouldn't lose anybody unless somebody hits the portal. This year, I would like a little bit more size. We're gonna have to get some young guys with some size. I usually like my corners pretty tall. Caleb Clark Glover is gonna play. He's gonna play slot corner, but we're gonna run a 3-3-5 tight. So he's really gonna play. He's gonna play what they call strong safety, but it's really like a slot corner. This is the guy that I tried to get for FIU. He's from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. John Sylvia. He was the guy that we were trying to get at South Florida. You got Tevin Brown, Bobby McGahee, who's a solid freshman, but 3 solid freshmen. I know, now I have him. Davion Kershaw, a sophomore. So we're really good in the defensive back room. Like, we have a ton of defensive backs. I want to get some more freshman corners, but we're solid. We need to add probably 1 or 2 free safeties, but we got 3 guys. These guys, they don't have deal breakers either, which is great. They don't have deal breakers, so that means they're probably not going to transfer. Clark Glover needs playing style, but that's interceptions. We will get interceptions. Jaden Yates, I'm excited about him. I do need a little defense, Cohen. You are right. I'm gonna need some defense. But I mean, for the Sun Belt, I think we're pretty solid all the way around. I mean, we have pretty much 2 strings of defensive ends that are in the 80s. We got 2 junior defensive tackles that are pretty good. I mean, almost every group has at least 2 guys in the 80s, except for the safety spot, which these guys are young, but they will progress, I think. So we're looking real solid. I like the offense. I don't know if we have enough receivers, We have more receivers than what we did at FIU, but this is a big part of keeping the success going. There's a left guard right off the bat. I want to see what our pipelines are. So our best pipelines, we have Florida. All right, we got Ohio, Maryland, South Carolina. So pretty much we never have the whole East Coast. We never have the entire East Coast as a pipeline, which is really good. We have a 3-star quarterback interested. I do want to add a quarterback this year. Pitts, all these 3 stars. We're going to look at every one. We have a 4-star from Virginia that likes us. What's his deal breaker? Our best proximity home. Now it's playing time. So Kyle Bono is a guy we could get. He's definitely a guy we could get. Coxey and Wells. We do need offensive line depth, so I'm going to get both of these guards. And him being a pass protector at 6'4", 290, Sean Rambo, I don't know why I said Rambo could play tackle with that kind of height. Silvestro, he's a guard. So we got David Coxey, he's another guard. Pretty solid. He's huge at 6'1", 327. Jordan Wells, a tight end. Let's go any stat. Let's just go my pipelines. So let's just go my pipelines here. What are we looking like? We got a power back, Robert Lacka. I would like to get a power back. I mean, I would like to get a running back, period. But Marvin Hooks, another running back from Florida. DeAndre Roth. Blade, Bass, pretty much need near about every position. Javier Strange, I like his size at 6'4", 213. We'll add him on the board. George Hicks, a physical wide receiver, but he's only 6'1", 190. Don't really like that frame for a physical guy. Conrad Ware, we'll look at him. Connors, another defensive end. Okay, I like Mungro. He may be a long shot for a 4-star guy that we're trying to look at. So these guys will all be long shots right here. These 4-star guys. We got Finau Yoon, Levine. I like Burfict's size, and he's a scrambler. I wish we could find one tight end with a vertical threat archetype. Forrest Whitehead, or Whitted. It would be Whitted, not Whitted or Whithead. It's Whitted. We're gonna look at him. I like his size at 6 foot. Ulrich, Wolf, David Eldrenkamp. Look at him. Okay, so we have all these guys on the board. So everybody's going to get a Scully. We're going to go to the Need Scholarship screen. This tab allows me to offer everybody all at one time. Just speeds up the process a little bit. We can only offer and scout in the preseason. It's very similar to 2014, NCAA 2014. But we got. I think this is a good group. And with this many, I really only want to take about 20 guys. At FIU, I was just trying to get as many players as I could because I was just the offensive coordinator. Obviously, I was trying to get talent, but they were only a 1.5 star, so their points were like, you just had to kind of get who you get. Marshall being a 2-star, that gives us a little bit of leeway, like with some bust and stuff. I'm not always going to take bust, but we're going to try to scout everybody right here, as many as we can. Probably get about halfway down the board. But I'm only going to want to take about 20 high school guys. and save those other spots. 20 to 25 high school guys, and then I'm going to save those other spots for transfer portal. But these busts, let's see. Cobb is a gem. What is his speed? 84 speed as an improviser is pretty solid. Throwing the runs at 83. Yeah, he's solid. Very, very solid. At 6'4", 193, he's very solid. Pitts is just a normal. He's not a normal. He's going to have, like, impact. Probably won't have star. Cole is a gem. Very solid. It's just pass block. So right around 70 in both pass block and run block to start off. We have a scrambler here, Matthias Pettigrew. 90 speed. He is a bust, so he's not going to go up any, really. I mean, he could go up one down the road, but he will never reach that full potential. Zach Hayden, a 5'6" route runner with only 86 speed. 5'6". I don't think I don't want that kid. I should have looked at his height before I put him on the board. 88 speed on a 6'5" wide receiver, Terrence Moon. Now he is just a regular recruit, not a bust, not a gem. So when I say regular, that's what I mean. He's just a regular. So, but 88 speed on a 6'5" guy, solid. He could end up being, I mean, depending on what his thing is, at what his run block is, he could end up being a move tight end for us, being like a flex tight end. Nicholson, I'm not going to take a bust if he's a JUCO. So he's out. Dearth, and I will change some of these names. Like Dearth, I've never heard that name ever. That will not be a name on my team. We would most definitely change that. DeMonte Hagee. 88 speed on elusive back. He's not very big. Yeah, we're gonna go elsewhere on running backs. I know we got some decent backs. So this guy's similar. He's a gem. I would much rather recruit him anyway. So we got Dexter Brenza, a big offensive lineman. I mean, for a high school kid, that kind of beard, whoa. He's a little scary. 68 and 68 here, not bad. Pretty solid. Got some decent stats. Impact blocking at 81, so he can spring our running backs. He's already in the top 8 as well, and we're 8. We're just barely made it in. Julius Matthews. We're going after quite a few linebackers. He's listed as a pass coverage. Now, my right outside backer needs to be a pass coverage guy. 79 speed for a pass coverage guy. I mean, in the Sun Belt where there's going to be some players, I don't think that's the guy we need to take. This guy has an elite level speed. He's also a gem. Now, he is a JUCO, so we're only going to have him for a short amount of time, but he's definitely a guy that I would take 100%. Then you look at this defensive end is amazing. 81 speed on a defensive end. It's pretty good. Coxie, he is a bust. We need offensive linemen. We will leave him on the board. Jordan Wells, I don't know that he can run. Now, if he was a vertical threat and a bust, maybe. We're gonna take him off. Rambo, very solid. His run block's not great as a guard. He can develop. Does have pocket shield already, so that's good. Silvestro, very solid. I don't see his pass block. Can't see his pass block for a guard here. Got a decent run block. He is a power archetype. Only a 65 run block is kind of tough for a guy that's strictly pretty much a run blocker with the power archetype for attack. Hit back. Dang it. We were all the way down at Silvestro. So Robert Alaka, this is a running back. 6 foot, 231, 88 speed, 88 excels, pretty solid. Wish his break tackle was a little higher, but he does have workhorse. Workhorse is really good for a running back, especially a power back. Truckins on the 82, that's pretty solid. So he's a guy that could come in and develop. Marvin Hook, another power back. He has a much better break tackle. This might be the guy that we really go after, though. Same excel. Alaka has a little higher carrying. Same truck. What's up, brother? What's up, Caden? So, we got 84 break tackle, 80 strength on a running back. What does Alaka have? He has 80 strength, too. His awareness is a little bit higher for Marvin Hook. 84 agility, only at 80 there. His vision's a little bit better. He does have downhill. I think we're going to cut. We could bring in 2 backs, though. But they're very similar. I don't really want to bring in 2 running backs that are the same player. I mean, essentially the same exact player. Same size. I think Marvin Hook's a little bit better. But we'll leave them both on the board. Maybe one of them gets interested in one of these bigger schools. We didn't have any starting interest there to start off. But DeAndre Roth. So this is where we stopped on the scouting. We won't go over him yet. We will. We'll go ahead and advance to week 0. Once we get to week 0 and go over the schedule. Let's go over the schedule, and then we'll do a little conference preview. Whoa! So Penn State week 1 at Penn State, big test for us there. That's gonna be major. Then we play Middle 10. You know what? I think we're gonna put FIU on the schedule if we can get them on the schedule. That's what I'm gonna play. Let's go. We're going to FIU. So I do want to play FIU. Then we got James Madison at Bridgeforth Stadium. Then we come back home, play FCS Midwest. Then we go to Paulson Stadium, play Georgia Southern. Then back-to-back road games going to Wallace Wade and playing Duke. Come home, Georgia State. Arkansas State on the road, Coastal here. Old Dominion at SB Ballard Stadium. Then we come back, play App State, and finish with Louisiana. So, I mean, kind of like a mix of road, home, road, home, road, road, home, road, home, road, home, road. No, home, home. So at the end, we get home, home. Just good because late in the year, being able to get a visit here and a visit there. I mean, and you can kind of get visits all throughout the year. So that's good. But we are playing FIU instead of Middle Tennessee. We're going to play them at home. We'll do the conference preview here. Last year, we were Marshall was pretty good in the Sun Belt. We are projected first. Now, James Madison's not that good. Thought they would be better than that. Everybody's pretty much right around the same. Nobody's really in the 80s. So, I mean, it's going to be a tight race all the way across. There will be, I mean, the games will be closed pretty much the entire time. Unless we can out-execute people. If we can out-execute now, I think we'll have something. We're going to go ahead and put Winfield at the 2. If we need Majette, now he can play in 4 games. So if we need Majette, we can use Majette. But we need some more speed. We don't really have a big bruising back. We just kind of have elusive backs with all similar ratings. I think the best bruiser we have is probably AJ Turner. And he's not even the biggest. I mean, best bruiser we have is Antoine Roberts. And he is not even, he's not the biggest. Quentin Edwards is the biggest. But this is where we're really going to excel. I don't think there's going to be guys that can guard T'Chon Chapman. He's going to be really, really good. I'm interested to see which one of the receivers really kind of pops out. And besides T'Chon Chapman, I really expect him to be that guy. I mean, he's a star wideout receiver with a 97 speed. But I mean, does Marcel pop off? He's kind of like the guy that I expect to pop off. But some of these other guys, we need one more receiver to step up. Is it Zeke Craig? Is it Kyle Hicks, the senior transfer? Who knows? Toby Payne, I expect him to be pretty solid. I think we're going to go Steinfeld at the number 2 tight end, and we're going to start Tracy Stevens at the fullback. Now, I don't even use a fullback. I don't have a fullback even in my playbook. Which for the people that's already watched the stream, y'all know that. Y'all know that I don't really use a fullback at all. So we have Matthias Barton. Who do I want to start? I mean, I don't really. Let's go. Let's put the right tackle in here. That's what he plays. I'm gonna leave him there. Matthias needs to be the backup here. He needs to be our swing guy almost at every position. I just realized that this guy's a true sophomore and is, I mean, pretty elite for a sophomore guard. Now, we need Slappy's going to play right guard. Okay. Solid. We got a really good group up front. I think we're gonna be really, really good. Nick Grimm, he was the guy we got late. I think Donaghy's gonna go ahead and play there. Grimm is the guy we're gonna redshirt more than likely. Jacarius Clayton and Michael Green, both are gonna be really, really good players. Al Robinson Curry. I think our defensive front is probably where we excel the most, if it's not the linebackers. Chasen Clark, he's listed as a pass rush guy. Not a pass rush, but a pass coverage. I think he needs to be the guy that plays right outside backer. I don't know that we have a guy that can really. I think we're going to start. Leon Hart needs to play. He needs to start. Now, we may put. So we're going to play with 3 backers. I think right outside backer is where he needs to play. Let's see about. It's going to be between Heflin. Heflin's moves are not good. Devontae McAllister is very solid at rushing the passer line. He's really good. He might be a guy that we end up starting at left. I think we're going to start him at left. We're going to start McAllister there. I think we need to put. See, Algier is solid, but we're going to put Chasen Clark here. And then we're going to, Mixon. Where is our guy at here? He was considered a rusher. We could start Leon Hart at outside at that spot because he can drop into coverage. I don't know that Devontae McAllister can drop at all. Yeah, his ratings there are not good. I think we're gonna go Yates. We're gonna go Yates here. He's already starting in the middle. I think we need to go. Does Helflin give us more there, or does Yates? Yates is a little bit faster. He's got a pretty good he's got a high tackle. 95 tackle. Dude, we got to start Helflin here. Heflin's got to start there, dude. He makes too many good tackles. Now, if he struggles to run, then obviously we will adjust. We're going to go Leon Hart is going to play there. Chasen Clark, I expect him to be the best line. I mean, I expect Chasen Clark to be one of the best linebackers on the team. Now, corners. Clark Glover is going to play more safety than he is anything. We will put him at the third spot. Myrick and Chris Holmes will have to play there. We're going to put him at the third spot because, I mean, I want to play Sylvia's going to play the third safety. Clark Glover is going to play this nickel spot because of the 3-3-5 tight, the safety plays like a nickel. He has a 99 change of direction. He's perfect for that role. He can tackle. He's going to tackle. Dude, this guy has a 95 catch. What? John Sylvia has a 95 catch? Can he play receiver? He doesn't have any moves. He jumps out the gym. He has a 95 catch. Can I see his route running stuff? It's probably not going to have it for safety. It doesn't. Sylvia's crazy. That's nuts. 95 catch for a safety? Oh my gosh. But, let's go. Here we go. Cameron Scholes will not play returner. Not with that kind of speed. Dude, the speed on these guys is horrible. Chapman's going to be the returner with... I mean, can I not? I can't sort by speed. I can't sort at all, really. We'll go Thomas McCoy will be back there as well. Got to have guys that can run at the return spot. That's what's got to happen. Where's McCoy? Sometimes it does this where it flips it. Third down back. Jamie Walters is the best third down back. Huh. I mean, that gives us a little bit of a different look. He'll be able to kind of give us a little bit of everything. We're going to go Antoine Roberts is the best power back we have. I mean, what does Edwards do? Like, I got him because I thought he would be able to catch it out of the backfield, something. He can only run. Like, his third down back, he's the worst of the guys that are going to play. Like, A.J. Turner's better. I don't know that Quinn Edwards would play for us. If all he can do is run, then he's not giving us what we need from him. We're going to put Chapman at the starting slot receiver. Kylish Hicks and Matthew Dane. I think we want to put Craig in here. I think that's how we want to set that up. Defensive ends. Chasen Clark. We're going to go Jacarius Clayton, the left end. The right end will be not Gales, but I think McAllister. McAllister's probably he might be the best pass rusher on the team. Got Vernon Teague. He has a really good speed rating. We got some solid defensive tackles. So this is the first time I'm going to have to. I will actually have defensive tackles. Does Michael Green give us more? No, he does not. So Michael Green is strictly like a run stopper, which is fine. Sub linebackers, we have Clark. We're going to put Clark in there for that. We'll go Leon Hart. And dude, Jay Debbie is pretty solid. We'll go Heflin. Heflin will play there. Let's go slot corner. Obviously, we'll go Clark Glover here. CCG here. But we need to go red shirt. We need to do that. Before I forget. So quarterbacks, Majette will red shirt. These guys are going to get cut. So I'm not even going to worry with the red shirt there. None of these freshmen that the old staff brought in, I'm not keeping any of them. They're all going to get cut. So I'm not redshirting any of them. Now, Nick Grimm will get redshirted. He's a guy we got late in the offseason recruiting. So is Channing Lowell. He's another guy that we'll hold on to as long as we can. Justice Mixon will take a red shirt this year, even though he's probably a guy that could play some. I don't know, do we just leave him in there? But we have enough with Leon Hard and Debbie. He can still play some. But we got Renaud. I mean, these guys are not good at all. So that's pretty much it. I mean, it was only literally guys that were either here before or... Oh yeah, chat. I know how to change numbers. So this is how you change numbers. So you see this defensive tackle. I don't want my defensive tackle wearing any 60s. Okay? Or 70s really. So what you do is you find a guy that has the same number as him. Now you can't change it to whatever you want. But you just go to this edit player. Alright? Go to edit player. And then it will change the defensive tackle's number. He's now number 60. We're not doing that. Where is 60? So we need to find number 60. Sometimes you'll just be out of luck if you can't find a guy. See, so he will now be number 60 because I can't find a guy that has 60. But that's kind of how you do that. Tight ends, you really kind of stuck because there's not anybody on defense with that number. So this is the team. This is what we'll go into the year with. We got some solid players. So we will start off going on the road to Penn State in Happy Valley. Like I said before, we are projected as the #1 team in the Sun Belt. Terrence Moon has us first. We have jumped almost everybody. Clark Glover is at risk for leaving. So is Kershaw. So we need to up that playing style quick and in a hurry. Force some turnovers, get some interceptions. But now we're coming right back to the scout screen. After we just got done here, we got to get everybody scouted. We got to figure out what we're going to do. DeAndre Roth is very solid player. He has 90 speed as a strong safety. Now, he is considered a hybrid because he has 76 man coverage. Now, this guy could be, with that kind of coverage and man coverage, he could end up being he would be perfect in the 3-3-5 type because he can cover man, he can blitz, he's fast, he's gonna make tackles with a 70 tackle. I mean, he could be a guy. He could be a legit player. He's very good in a man and a zone, not a zone, but a zero blitz scheme. So when you run a lot of zero blitz, which we will run a lot of zero blitz. Shakur Blade, very solid player. 72 run block and a 71 pass block. He's pretty solid. 6'6", 308. He's massive. Deshaun Bass, 61 speed, might end up being an interior guy for us. But I mean, he could go up. And I like the training on this because you have guys blow up like just out of nowhere in the training. We're not going with a bust at receiver, recruiting too many of them. We don't need bust here. Javier Strange, this was a guy I liked based on his size. 83 speed, 90 throw power. So So he does hit that 90 threshold for throw power. Conrad Ware, pretty solid. 71 speed as a D tackle. It's pretty good. Quincy Connors, he's a gem. So Quincy Connors, 81 speed, 83 power moves, 80 tackle. I mean, he's very, very solid. At 6'3", 259. If he's had any kind of decent zone coverage, which you never know with some of these guys. Some of these guys can have pretty decent zone coverage and be a guy that's not doesn't play a position that really covers. So Paul Mungro, these guys are gems. I need to see if there's anybody. They already have offers. So Connors, we're first on his list. We have to get some points on him right now. We're gonna go 25 there. We're gonna go 25 here. Pretty much all the gems. So these long shots that we got on here, these guys, we need to get on these guys early and often. We're not gonna have a lot of points. Haran is not that good, but he is a 4-star. Now, does he have some decent base stats? 74 speed, not bad for a defensive end. 83 block shed. We're gonna throw 5 on him. Maybe he wants to come. Maybe the other team. Ooh, no. See, I'm not gonna waste my time. He has that many offers. I'm not gonna waste my time there. He's already a bust. He's not really worth getting. This is a gem here. Dominic Levine. So this is what we're going to do. I'll show you how I base my recruiting up. Don Burfict, 82 speed, 88 throw power. He's a pretty decent player. I like my quarterback to be above an 85 speed for the system we run. Forrest Whitted, pretty solid. Probably going to end up being a safety. He's a slot archetype. Pretty good change of direction, pretty good tackle. Zone coverage is not great. Eldrin Camp, pretty solid. I mean, as an outside backer, he looks like he could be pretty good. He's listed as a run stopper though. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go national rank. All right. So our national rank. Cobb is a guy I think is Cobb the guy here? Where's my guy here? Terrence Moon. This is a guy we need to bring in. So, but we already have a pretty big lead. So I'm just going to throw 5 there for him, and we'll put some more points on him if we need to. Pitts, there's people after Pitts. Okay, so we need to put 10 on him. Cobb, I'm still up in the air on. So we'll do it by position. So Strange, Don Burfict. So Strange doesn't have a dev trait. That's what the gem and the bust mean. He does have some good starting ratings. Cobb, 84 speed, 88 throw power. I think Cobb is the guy. He's got some pretty decent stats. He's got some guys after him. We need to go ahead and hit him with a DM. We're going to DM Burfict as well, just to see here. Marvin Hook was a guy that we liked. Don't know what he has yet. Nobody. Guy that we want to go after. So we're going to go 10 there on Falk as well. Moon, we'll go ahead and put 10 on Moon. So Terrence Moon. So we got Terrence Moon, who's pretty solid. I like him as a prospect. I mean, 6'5", 214 with 88 speed. Already been over that last week. No tight ends, so we may try to go add a tight end later. Khan is a guy that we need to get on now if we're going to have a shot. We're going to go ahead and contact friends and family. That's going to put us down on some points. We'll throw 5 on the rest of these guys. We got 2 more guys we can put some points on. Cole, like him, he is a gem. The rest of these guys will kind of let it ride for now, unless there's people getting in on them. So Rambo and Silvestro. Rambo's a guy we can probably get. We will retool the board. I keep hitting the back button. So we will retool the board as we go, especially when it comes like mid-season. We'll try to look at guys, pick up some different players, some guys that don't have offers, stuff like that. There's a defensive lineman. That's him, Quincy Connors. Don't have a lot of this. This is the guy. This is the guy we need to look at right here. Now he likes South Carolina. He likes proximity to home. South Carolina has not offered. Wake Forest has. Liberty has, and Jacksonville State. Now he's getting to a top 8 soon. So if we don't get him now, we're gonna have to roll with Edrin Camp here. But that's it as far as that goes. As far as the recruiting for this week, we probably will get locked out on the linebacker. I've just seen his name and I can't remember it. But there's a linebacker that we may get locked out on. We do. It's Bragg. He ends up locking us out. So we lose out on the 91 speed linebacker. Now we have Penn State. And listen, it's not over with until like really the off season, because you can go get if you're good enough, like a good enough team, and you fit enough people's needs. Mungro's already locked us out. We're gonna go Eldrin Camp here. Need to put 10 on him. Whitted, we'll put 10 on him. I like to put 25 on the gems. I feel like that works. And 10 on just like the regular players. So we're going to go 25 on Perfect. Levine's going to get 25. Ware will get 10. I feel like this is probably the best way, in my opinion, to be able to recruit. The base guys get 10. If you like a guy's ratings and he's a bust, you really can put like a 4-star bust. We can't take a chance on a 4-star bust because we need so much depth. But if you take a chance on a 4-star bust, I usually just kind of throw 5 on him. Alaka, we'll put 10 on him. Silvestro, we'll put 10 on him. Rambo, we'll put 10 on him. David Coxey is already ready for a visit. It's like, this is a guy we liked. So we're going to go ahead and throw 5 on him, and we'll bring him in early. We'll talk about playing time with him. He should be a guy that we can lock in pretty good. I know that this guy's not a gem. I'm gonna throw 25 on Bono because I do think he's gonna be pretty solid. We can already schedule a visit here with Brenza. So he likes proximity to home. So we're gonna go with that. We'll throw 10 on him as well. And we got points on most of these guys. Dearth, we'll throw 10 on him. Moon's going to get 10. Reggie Cole. Randall Cole, not Reggie Cole. Cobb is the guy here, I think. So what we're going to do is we will go 25, and we'll throw 15 on Cobb because there's really not anybody going after him. Even though this is the guy. But the thing is about Cobb, you know what? But this is the thing about all the quarterbacks we're bringing in. So we're going to go to the quarterback tab. Perfect. We gave Perfect a little bit more of a bump there. But Cobb is starting to narrow down his recruitment. He's already in top 8. So this is the thing about the quarterback. You always want to bring in a quarterback, but you never know. Because we still have Majette there. And we have Winfield. So you still got some guys that you can kind of... There's going to be some stuff there. So, and another thing I'm going to do, I'm not sure that this transfer is going to help us. He doesn't catch the ball well. He doesn't run with power. Like, I'm not sure what he does that's good. He doesn't really have great moves. None of our backs do really, but I mean he doesn't do anything. He just has the worst stiff arm besides this walk-on, Marvin Spiegel, who will never play. He will never play a down for me. I don't know what this guy does good. I mean, change of direction maybe, but what is that? What is that really doing? He has a pretty low carry for all the guys that are potentially players for us. His break tackles not great. At 217, he's only 82. I mean, these other guys give us more because they have higher ratings in some different spots. Like, his trucking is not as good as our running back that's 189 pounds. He's just not. I don't think he warrants a 77. I just don't. I mean, I was excited about him, but I mean, you couldn't see all his ratings, so kind of is what it is. And we couldn't be choosers. Like, if he has to play, he'll play. But this is going to be a major game for us. I have not even seen what they have as far as unis. The white, I never knew Marshall had a black helmet. That is sick, though. We have black pants, green pants. We have black jersey, green jersey. Okay. Do the socks actually change, or are they glitched? They actually do change. Solid. Alright, we're going to go white, and... Do we have white in primary? Oh, we can't change because of the jersey. Okay. Alright, so we're going all white. We're going all white for Penn State. This should be interesting. I need to make sure that we're in a 3-3-5 tight all the time. So I'm going to go to the... Which one is it? Is it user settings? I think it is user settings. Oh, it doesn't give me the playbook option. I think that's just in the main screen in the main menu. So we're going all white. Penn State, going to be a huge test. I'm not even sure that we can even get close to what they're going to... Okay, we're not running that. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. Not even sure we can get close to them. We're going to try to run the football, try to keep it close, try to run some clock. It's probably not going to work too well, but here we go. This is going to be nuts. The crowd's going nuts. We just had to get Penn State for the opener. It's a whiteout game. We get the whiteout game. We're Marshall. We get the whiteout game. I mean, I'm honored, but we're probably going to get obliterated. Man, that green with the white and black accents is so clean. That is so clean. Marshall has some of the cleanest uniforms. They have some clean uniforms. This should be interesting. We are probably about to get murked. Let's go. Here we go. Lindsey. These are not the guys that I had on the depth chart. These are not the guys. Where is Chapman? We're not doing this. Now we're gonna miss all the presentation for our transfer quarterback. Did we put our guy? I bet you it reset after we put I bet you it reset after we put our... See, it did. After we redshirted players, it reset us. Clark Glover, yeah, that's fine. Rusty tackle. I mean, we literally took like a while doing this stuff. Okay, so in the main menu screen, it's kind of like Madden. The main menu screen, it says Vernon Teague is the best pass rusher as a defensive tackle, but he's not whenever you get to the actual game. That's kind of aggravating. McAllister will definitely play there. Gales. So if something happens, Michael Green is going to come in, and then Gales will be the backup. We do have depth at defensive end, which I do enjoy. I think Craig needs to go there, but Craig will play some outside, so that's probably going to put Kylish Hicks as the second slot. Antoine Roberts, power back, and then Jamie Walters, which I did not know. I mean, he's pretty solid for a third down back. He is way above his rating on that. As a third down guy, does have some speed, so that helps. 81 catch, huh? Got some decent. He's got a good short route too. AJ Turner's not a bad third down back either. Chapman is the punt returner, and it should be McCoy, our sophomore receiver. That's pretty promising with some pretty good speed. And then these guys are not good. Like, do not put them in. Where is my boy at? McCoy. Here he is. Okay, so now we got to fix this. So Clark Glover. Okay, we got to go move him down to the third corner. So he can play his actual slot spot in our defense. So we'll put him there. Yates. Whoa, what is going on here? Yeah, we can't have this. If those guys run down on kickoff, we're going to get murdered. Here we go. Let's see. Let's go Debbie there. Is Mixon redshirt? Mixon is redshirt. Algier. Who is another guy that's not playing in the middle? Who? There was another guy. Leon Hart's about to play. Because he's going to play here. You got to move Algier there. Yates. Yates is going to be the backup here. So we need to go Leon Hart. No, this needs to be the speed guy because he's playing opposite. So we need to go Yates. Clayton needs to be here. Where else is he starting at? Did we not switch him? We did switch him. Where else is he starting? He's not starting here. Oh no, that's Clayton, not Clark. Shakarius Clayton. I'm an idiot. Alright.